Hello, my name is Beth Beatty. I'm the president of the Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes Board, and we are delighted to be able to support the ministry that Sally has been able to tell you about. Our job is to support her and to encourage her and also to give her the means to do her job, but we're also supposed to and trying very hard to maintain the buildings that support the ministry here. There are several buildings, 6 cottages, 1 apartment house, and 2 big old houses. They are all old, and so they need to be upgraded and repaired all the time. It's a continuing project. If any of you have had or do have old houses, you know what I'm talking about. The paint needs to be redone. When the paint is redone, we discover dry rot. When we discover dry rot, we may discover termites. Then we need to upgrade plumbing and electrical. So it goes on, and there are many, many things. It's really quite an expensive and ongoing project to maintain our buildings. But we want to do that because we want to provide really nice housing for the students and scholars who come here from all over the world. And they come here to study and they come here to exchange ideas. And we want this to be a place of world global exchange. So we're also inviting people from other faith traditions to join us so that we have that exchange and we have that understanding and meeting of minds. As we've maintained our buildings and grounds, we've tried to envision a place for people to come together and to talk and to work together and to have fun together and to get to know each other. And so that is part of the vision and the work of the board of directors. And we are delighted and glad to be able to do it.
Greetings from the Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes. I'm the Reverend Sally Juarez, and it's my honor and my privilege to serve as executive director to this international residential community. The Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes came into being through the vision and generosity of Caroline Babcock Adams and her 2 sisters, Helen and Elizabeth. Caroline had served in Korea with her missionary husband for over a decade until he became ill and she brought him back home to Berkeley. After his death, she opened the doors of her spacious Benvenue home to become a place of respite for missionaries coming in and out of the field. So she created a whole ministry of hospitality, one that she wanted to have continue after her death. So in collaboration with congregations and persons of means who had a heart for mission, she purchased the courtyard of cottages, which became known as Missionary Court. And those interested persons formed an association, the Berkeley Presbyterian Missionary Association. And they would then carry out the work of managing the property after Caroline would pass. This was in 1937 when the cottages were purchased. In 1945, the 2 large homes adjacent to the property were purchased, and the association became incorporated, and that was the beginning of the nonprofit organization that was formed and that we are today. In 1967, the apartment complex was built. So that's our campus, which has been a home away from home for the last 80 years for pastors and missionaries and scholars and students from over 50 countries. And we're very proud of that. This last year, for the first time, we invited a person of another faith tradition to join us, a Muslim, as we now launch into a whole new permeation of who we are and what we're doing. our Muslim resident is helping us programmatically to create a new vision of how we will go forward in the future. We hope to become a multi-faith, intentional residential community and model something different for how to live in the world at a time in human history when there's so much strife, so much conflict, so much hatred, so much violence. We feel that we as Christians are living out the call to love our neighbors, and as human beings, we're joining together as the people of God and living and learning from one another and modeling something new. So it's a new venture for the Mission Homes, and we invite you to be a part of it by becoming a member of the Mission Homes and come and visit us and come and know our families. I'm having a love affair with the Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes, and I love the people who live here and the families, and you will too. So come and be a part of it. Thank you.
My name is Elekosi Lafitanga. My wife's name is Falenaoti Lafitanga. We have 4 children, and we are from the South Pacific Islands of American Samoa. We moved here in the Berkeley area back in 2010 to attend the Graduate Theological Union and to pursue my master's in biblical language, which I completed in 2012. Since then, my wife and I decided to continue our studies and to pursue a doctorate in biblical studies, which I am currently in my 5th year in the program. I hope to finish sometime soon, as I am writing my dissertation at this moment. Upon completion, if God's willing, we intend to go back to our homeland in American Samoa and teach at the local seminary there, where we prepare ministers and missionaries for the various Samoan congregational Christian churches throughout the United States, as well as New Zealand, Australia, and of course back home in the Samoa Islands. We've been living here at the Presbyterian Mission Homes for about a year now, and I must say that it has been a comfortable situation and experience for us. Being amongst a community that is diverse as the Bpmh is, it has been really helpful for us being 5,000 miles away. It makes us feel more at home, more in the center rather than in the outskirts of a community. It has also been an educational experience for us. We were able to learn about the various cultures that are here. We were able to learn about the holy month of Ramadan from one of my Muslim brothers who is living here. Also about the cultures of Indonesia, the cultures of India, the cultures of Korea. So it's really been on a practical level educational for us, and we take this as one of our educational accomplishments, and we will take it back as we go back home and teach the up-and-coming ministers and missionaries that are to come out here to really engage and encourage the interreligious, interfaith, interdenominational relationship with other people beyond our circles. And I think that is important for Christianity, and I think that is important for any religion.
Hello, my name is Yongkuk Ko, and my wife's name is Hyunjung, and my son's name is Eric. Our family has been lived here in 3 years. We came from South Korea, and we came here in 2012 to study master's degree of biblical study in GTU. And I'm studying doctoral ministry in PSR, and I'm working on part-time internship pastor in San Francisco, the Good Methodist Church. And I've been here in 3 years, and I am very happy to live in Bpmh because they accept me even though I'm a Methodist, and they accept any person who want to come here for their religious studies. And this community is a very welcoming community, and they are good kids, and they are from another, even though they are from another state and another country, and they are welcoming every person. And this community also is good, gives me a good chance to pray to God. And they have an occasional prayer meeting, and that time gives me a pray to God and focus to God and refresh my heart. And this is the excellent community for me to stay and to pray to God. This is why I love Bpmh. Thank you.
Peter Ngong from Cameroon, West Africa, a minister of the gospel, married to an African princess, Imelda Ngong, with 2 boys and 2 girls. I worked with the church media in Cameroon, which meant speaking on behalf of the church. I am here because Berkeley is a great academic environment with some of the best religious institutions and a great university. To do studies in social justice and implication of scriptures, this was the best place for me to be. The Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes has been a great blessing not only for me, but even for my family in Africa. The great diversity here and the wonderful loving people and their consent, and of course Sally, who is always there, and the Presbyterian Church. When I go back home, I intend to work with the church and be a voice for the voiceless. This is my single goal.
Hi, my name is Finney Abraham. I am from the state of Kerala in India. I came to Berkeley in 2013 to do my PhD program in the field of New Testament. There are several reasons that I like this community and what Bpmh is doing right here in Berkeley. One of the major things is that we are able to have conversations about religion in a very mature and in a very scholarly way that is helpful for the world and especially for this country. These are future leaders who are here that will go and spread the message of peace and unity that is very much needed for the world and especially for this country. So I really appreciate that atmosphere here in Bpmh. The second and another important reason that I like Bpmh is because of the space that they have provided for international students like me. Berkeley is a very costly place, which is in San Francisco Bay, and staying here is a costly affair. And the Bpmh has given us the opportunity to live here as international students in a very subsidized rate. And I thank the leadership and those who have invested to Bpmh for giving me the opportunity to have world-class education and stay in a place like Berkeley. Thank you. God bless you.
My name is Saad. I am a Pakistani. I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia. I went to high school in Karachi. I came to America for college, and I am a Muslim, and I live at the Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes. But the experience of living at the homes is also very, very beautiful, very wonderful. I'm Muslim living with Christians. They're students of Christianity. I'm a student of Islam. We study together, cook together, eat together. We share our sorrows. We laugh together. We converse with each other. We confide in each other. This is not a place where we ignore or erase difference. It's a place where difference is acknowledged and appreciated. Because I live here, I now have a dear friend who is also a pastor. And because I live here, I have developed a deep relationship with a reverend who I can go to for pastoral care whenever I want. So, and she doesn't try to convert me, I don't try to convert her. We're not in the business of converting. We're in it for self-transformation. We need your support, first and foremost, through your prayers. We ask you to pray to God to allow the Berkeley Presbyterian Mission Homes to continue to serve the community. But we also need your financial support. Please consider becoming a member so that students like me, after me, Muslim or of other faiths, can live side by side with Christians and take that experience and take it into the world.
Many of our students come here on a prayer. Some of them have help from home, but many do not. And so coming to the San Francisco Bay Area, one of the most expensive places in the country to live, is really a challenge. So we feel really good about partnering with them by offering them subsidized rent, by offering them housing scholarships, and being their partners in reaching their goals. It's a really beautiful partnership.